Opa, e aí, tá me ouvindo? Dá pra ouvir de boa, hein? Será que tá me ouvindo? Massa! Então, bora lá ver esse joguinho aqui, qual é a dele, qual é a boa. É, né? Tem que aceitar a política. Ah, tem um M ali, era pra ter um M? Pra mim que é um W. Nossa senhora, tem um M ali embaixo. Tá, beleza, achei que tá bom. Responde Matos mesmo. Que minha TV é pequena, então eu não vou tá olhando o chat não. Eu olho pelo celular. Mas acho que é mais fácil, Matos. Sem nada sobre esse jogo, né? Vamos lá. Vamos as opções aqui. Português. Deixa eu só baixar um pouquinho a TV. Fundo das legendas, acho que é legal. Não sei qual vai ser o tamanho, podia ter um exemplo aqui, né? Mas o idioma é em português, então deixa assim. Controle como jogar, a gente pula porque sabe que a gente é hardcore. Bora lá. O som do jogo tá muito alto em relação à sua voz. É, então, eu não tô podendo falar muito alto, velho. Eu não sei se eu consigo de algum jeito também diminuir o volume do jogo. Deixa eu ver aqui, mas eu acho que não.
Hi, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Bass
Nossa,
Station.
é porque
I'm your host, Carrie Hammond.
eu não posso.
Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Rick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
Eu vou deixar meio assim pra ver se melhora alguma coisa. Cabeça assim.
Don't wait the
Se estiver só atrapalhando o jogo também, não compensa.
Change my clothes and wash my
Você gostei?
Does the well go down that low?
Aquele ultra, né? Real, tipo, Last of Us.
Let me breathe and I'll let you go.
Bem legal, assim.
I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear. Keep coming alive.
Veja a hora.
Keep coming alive. Keep coming alive. Keep coming alive. Keep coming alive.
Meia-noite. Acho que eu devo fazer 1h30 mais ou menos. Não quero ir muito mais que isso. Amanhã eu vou acordar cedo. Mas acho que 1h30 dá pra ir. De boa. Qualquer coisa, pode falar aí no WhatsApp que eu vou. Falei do gráfico, seria. Sou um cara bonito.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Engraçado. Acho que o jogo era dublado, mas não é. Então isso já me faz pensar sobre a legenda. Vamos mudar aqui para o tamanho grande. Porque a qualidade do vídeo pode estar ruim. Então,
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
sobre os comandos, nenhum, só andar mesmo. Saudade de jogar um jogo de escolhas, né? Faz tempo, muito tempo. Placa de restauração.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Mas é muito a mesma pegada de Last Train. Muito. É uma degustação, na verdade, né? Setembro tá chegando, setembro tá chegando. Meu Deus, que ansiedade.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Então, parece que o cara viveu aqui, talvez na infância, adolescência, né? Nessa cidadezinha. E agora ele é um fodão bem sucedido, né? Pelo carro e a roupa dele. Eu tô aqui pra olhar. Vamos fazer uma de... Fundada em 1865, esta pequena cidade mineradora cresceu rapidamente junto com a indústria do carvão. Na época áurea, Basswood era a cidade que mais produzia carvão de toda a Virgínia Ocidental. E a mina de Basswood era uma das mais consistentes em todo os Estados Unidos. Basswood também é um lugar maravilhoso para simplesmente observar a natureza ao redor dos caminhos dos Apalaches. Com centenas de quilômetros de trilhas para caminhar. Um exemplo perfeito do modo de vida típico da Virgínia Ocidental. Caraca, aqui. Basswood serve tanto como tributo ao passado quanto como um vislumbre de um futuro brilhante. Mas parece que não foi muito brilhante, né? Sei lá.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral,
Alguém
given
morreu.
how I left things.
Alguém morreu, né? Tanto que eu recebi isso na mensagem.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Um barulho de fundo, né? Como sempre. Eu jogo meia-noite e 10, mas eu passo aí. De caminhão na rua. Não sei como.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
Caminhar essa hora aqui é uma piada. Não sei como ele tá aqui hoje, não tá tendo baladinha.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Telefone de emergência. Legal saber onde tá. Bota sobre a fauna.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone. Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Pela caça.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
Acho que a grande diferença, o grande diferencial do Life Strange para qualquer outro jogo nesse sentido é que, cara, lá tu tem poder, mano. Saca? Com os outros jogos você, tipo, realmente toma decisões meio que dentro da realidade, mas lá não. Tu tem, tipo, o elemento fantasia, ficção. Acho muito bom. Eu acho os personagens lá também muito envolventes. Enfim. Tá dando pra me ouvir de boa aí, né, mano? Você falou que o jogo tá mais alto. Tô aproveitando essa parte de mais silêncio no jogo pra falar bastante. Se tiver zoado, você fala que eu paro. Vamos embora, vai. Vamos adiantar isso aí.
I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Não, aqui já vai me jogar pro meu cliente, né? Maroto. Ó, boa.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Claro e sereno.
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Pra dar banho aqui. Aqui que vem o nome do jogo. Vou lembrar dessa memória aí.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died.
Nossa, que merda.
I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening. Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
Que foda.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
E lembra um pouquinho, né? Essa parte da assim, quando você vai ver o outro lado.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Parece que isso é uma coisa que acontece frequentemente com ele. Vambora. Ah, ele tem um diário. Putz, uma investigação, né? Deve ser um tipo de detetive hoje em dia, não sei. Tem umas informações aqui sobre as pessoas. Ele é jornalista. Eu queria dar uma corridinha, né?
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again. Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone?
Ah, minha primeira escolha agora, certeza.
I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
É, achei esse comecinho bem intrigante, um mistériozinho chamativo. Vou.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Vou ver se eu consigo pegar uma sequência, né? Tô com uma rotina meio puxada, mas consegui fazer algumas lives de 1h30. Vou até pegar uma pra fazer estendido, né? Às vezes dá também. Aí deve acabar rapidinho. Não acho que esse jogo seja muito longo. Acho que, sei lá, no máximo umas 5, 6 lives deve ser suficiente. No tempo que eu tô jogando. Minha primeira escolha não ia mudar em nada. Sinal. Ai. Vamos pro bar encontrar o povo bebendo. A filha do cara, mano.
Yuli, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Acho que sinto muito, né, cara? Não tem muito assim. Por mais que. Não tenho o que falar. Acho que sinto muito.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave. You said... I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something, especially after... You know, after my dad.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it,
Mulinho,
Yuli?
eu adorei meu
Please.
apelido.
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
Ele tem
An
uns
hour
momentos
ago,
que
you
congela
wanted to
e
run away.
começa a pensar, né?
Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
Não, tudo
This is a
congela.
wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on,
Friends don't lie to each other.
even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Isso aqui já parece uma escolha importante. O que você acha? Deixar ela fora disso, investigar. Eu teria que mentir pra ela de novo, não é que eu mentiria falando que eu não vou investigar, mas obviamente o jogo vai me fazer investigar. Ou eu digo a verdade pra ela. Vai me fazer de certa forma um crédito, mas pode gerar uma consequência. É complicado, mas eu acho que eu vou ficar na sinceridade. Pelo menos nessa aqui. Vamos ver o que vai ter de consequência a partir disso. O que você acha? Beleza, vamos investigar.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley.
Mulinho.
I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do.
Gostei da criança, cara.
See you inside.
Ela parece ser bem nova, mas, nossa, ela foi personificada como uma personagem, tipo, muito madura. Madura até demais. Pelo menos até agora, claro. se você parar pra pensar, esse jogo é até meio parecido com True Colors, né? Life Strange True Colors. Porque é basicamente isso que acontece lá também, né? Em uma outra cidade, o irmão dela morreu e ela meio que tem que descobrir a verdade e lidar com as pessoas que estão lá, entendeu? Então é muito parecido esse tema. Diário atualizado. Tem um sistema de lembranças aqui. Não tem mais nada, né? Vou embora, mano. Falou. Agora eu consigo fazer um pouquinho.
A little late to turn back. I might as well see it through.
Eu não sei como que é isso aqui,
Seems Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime. I hope she's not running short on money.
Encontrar alguma coisa, né, que possa liberar diálogo. Acho que o jogo deve me avisar se tiver alguma coisa do tipo. Mas
Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by.
Tem um bequinho aqui pra entrar por trás, ó. Caso eu não queira falar com o cara. Mas atrair a atenção. É isso? Entrar pelos fundos vai atrair a atenção. Engraçado, entrar pelos fundos atrai a atenção. Meio estranho, mas tudo bem.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Yeah?
That smile she had when I gave it to her.
Yes.
She could barely get on it back then. One of Nick's favorite matchups. Might be the first game he'll miss.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back-in-town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
Eu vou abraçar porque essa inclusive parece uma escolha de tempo, o que me deixa já um pouco apreensivo. Eu acho que um abraço é mais
Also,
natural.
have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Mas pelo que eu vi aqui, que ele é um cara simpático, não sei o quê. Vamos ver o que eu descobri sobre ele. Walter, meu antigo chefe no jornal, me ensinou tudo que eu sei.
haven't read an issue of this paper since I left. I wonder how they've been doing without me.
Ex-esposa, né? Separou da mocinha, mãe da criança.
Must have been a hard issue to write.
Ai, ai, não lá vamos nós.
I'm not ready for this.
Tá, tem que ir embora? Montar um salgadinho pra comprar alguém. Então tá. Vamos pela frente, já que pelo fundo chama a atenção. Faz o menor sentido.
Here we go.
É, realmente, tu olhou por um lado, né? Bonzinho demais, Raul. Realmente. Um pouco estranho. Na real, eu vou acabar suspeitando de todo mundo, né? Se for parar pra analisar. Gente pra caramba. Será que diálogo com todo mundo vai estar liberado? Cidade pequena, né?
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right? As if you aren't, well, Nick's memory only goes so far. That's what I thought.
Eu não vou confrontar, tipo, arrumar uma treta dentro de um
Come on, it ain't
sabe?
worth
Tipo,
it.
no velório do meu amigo.
Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
O cara trabalhava na mina, né? A mina fechou. Agora ele trabalha sendo babaca. Eu posso ir ali na conversa de novo, né?
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
Eu vou conversar aqui.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I've missed that.
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
É uma boa ideia.
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up. What happened?
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Caraca, então a mina fechou por minha causa. Tem informação que eu não tinha. Será que eu... alguma investigação, alguma coisa do tipo? Por isso que o pessoal me odeia. Porque é o meu chefe,
I didn't know you
né?
read Dickens, Ethan.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know.
No.
Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Cara, eu não vou falar sobre isso.
It isn't something I talk about, especially here.
Understandable. Maybe some other time. Don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Antes de eu prestar homenagem, deixa eu dar uma passada aqui.
So, Sam, how's life been treating you?
Could be better. My best friend just died.
No need to snap at me, Sam. I ain't the enemy here. And your allies are in short supply, so be careful what you
Pô,
say.
eu fui grossão
You
sem
staying in
achar
town long?
que seria grossão.
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam.
Desculpa aí, polícia, se eu falar de novo.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about him?
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot in Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
Acho que eu vou ser vago, né, velho?
Got a new start and new perspectives. I'm helping my mother with her garden. I've been volunteering.
Terrific to hear, my boy. Terrific to hear.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Pô, aqui é um momento de fazer uma pergunta bem decisiva. Você estranhou a morte dele? Esse cara fosse assim, vai saber que eu tô investigando. Se ele não for, ele pode me dar uma informação útil. E aí, o que você acha? Primeiro os drinks, depois a pergunta ou... Eu vou direto pra pergunta.
Yeah, that could be nice. Maybe. We'll see.
Think about it, Samuel. A drink with friends is worth 1,000 among enemies.
Eu não vou beber com ele agora, né?
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Pô, entrar pelos fundos ia ser uma merda mesmo, hein? Onde é a porta dos fundos?
It's supposedly the spirit of Cole. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Ah, minha princesinha aqui. Viu?
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
It's a thing adults do. They say what they think they're supposed to say.
They all just say the same thing in this weird voice.
Yeah, you just had a tragedy voice. It drives everyone bonkers.
So why do people do it?
I honestly don't know.
Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Uma conversa fofa. Tá, então falta a delegada. Aqui eu vou prestar homenagem. Antes de prestar homenagem, deixa eu ver com quem mais eu posso falar. Eu acho que quando eu prestar homenagem ele vai mudar, né? Bilhete da gerência, um aviso para os clientes bêbados. Duvido que leiam. Tá, tranquilo. As pessoas ainda acham que conseguem me vencer no jogo de dados. Ethan se lembra do nome de todos os clientes. Beleza, interessante. Falar com a delegadinha ali. Acho que aqui não vai ter muita coisa assim. Talvez teria que ir na cena do crime mesmo.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
E o Hugh é aquele
No
bobão,
more than
né?
3,000 milligrams.
Então,
I thought it was 4,000.
fala da verdade.
That's what crooked pharmacists want.
Pô, aqui tem um palácio mental, o que é isso?
I can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Isso pode ser importante, hein? É uma memória.
Daddy, 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 open your eyes and wake up. nights and I've been busy. And we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how much
Deixa eu ver se tem mais alguma coisa aqui. Palácio Mental. Bora. Quem que é?
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
A mãe dele?
it's been too long, Kathy.
Has it? Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and
Mulher.
Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Meio óbvio que seria
Yeah.
mulher.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Nossa, grossona. E aí, eu mando a real aqui sobre o que ela acha, ou eu dou uma disfarçada? Acho que dá uma disfarçada, né? Vai ser eu e a garotinha contra o mundo.
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Palácio Mental, né? Antes de eu pôr ela lá, eu vou entrar aqui pra ver a foto.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path.
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You'll probably save some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... it feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
You talk to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
He was more her best friend than a dad. Look at us. I wonder who took that picture.
Engraçado, não consigo focar nessa foto da esquerda.
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
E nem a do meio.
Those two were a great team. Bug was so small back then.
Sim, ficou faltando só uma foto. Aí, aqui.
Happier times.
E é isso.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That wasn't the reason I left town.
Oh, you think it was that girl of yours? You left because the town hated your guts.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
O cara mostrou uma arma ali, velho. É sério isso?
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws
Caraca, ela canta bem, velho.
my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake.
Essa é a Ana, certeza.
Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
atualizou aí nesse diário? Bastante coisa, na verdade. Então tá. Eita. Kate. A Kate nunca gostou de mim, na verdade, né? Não foi o que eu falei ali.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit. Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Caraca, só tem resposta merda nessa aqui. Não foi por sua causa, olha a patada que eu vou dar nela. Oh, estou aqui agora. Tipo, bobinho apaixonado de novo. E é doloroso estar de volta, é tipo muito drama. Muito drama. Então acho que vai ser um estou aqui agora.
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers.
And long memories.
But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It doesn't make it easier, though.
It's gotta make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious.
Wow.
But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Caraca. Eles ficaram juntos? Essa foi puxada, velho. Como assim, mano? Meu melhor amigo e a minha ex. Eu vou perguntar.
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous?
Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Acho que eu fiz uma pergunta meio errada.
Samuel, come, have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Eu certeza ainda vou meter encrenca nesse bar aí. Olha isso, todo mundo cochichando sobre mim.
So tragic, what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Nick was the good sort. Sometimes the good sort die like the bad sort. It's not fair.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
Mr. Hicks, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
It's all right. Declan saved the day.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
Don't worry, I won't stay in town long enough for that.
E aí, eu pergunto de novo? Ou eu só dou uma boa noite? O que você acha? Acho que... Ah, valeu, sei não.
One quick thing. Nick's death. Are you sure it was an accident?
Are we sure? What are you trying to say?
Now, Sam, I know you're a bird dog at heart, and a bird dog hunts. But listen, Nick's death was an accident. Don't go riling people up. Don't you think you've done that enough to the nice folks around here?
I guess so. Enjoy your evening.
Does he really think?
You know Sam, he likes to good man poke.
Always
Chasing
so
shadows
bad,
that
right?
aren't even there. Bastard's lost one of its golden sons.
Vamos lá, né? Beber.
It does look tempting.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed. Few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns? That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. And who could prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
Caraca, estão torcendo pra eu beber, hein? Que é isso?
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Anything could lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. Ugh, you guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way.
Caramba, a menina acertou.
I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
vai dar treta.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh? I am so very sorry. You stuck in existence, stuck in my head, just a terrible state you're in. Get your anger and sarcasm out of your system. Better you take it out on me than anyone else. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Não aprontou nada não, tem que ficar. Agora vai ver com um pouquinho nas memórias.
Checkout was at 9. Sir, we need the room.
Tá, o que eu fiz, velho?
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up. God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. Oh, my head. How many of these did I take?
Meu Deus, que merda que eu fiz.
Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud. At least it won't take me long to get my things.
Meu Deus, isso é sangue?
I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel.
Caraca, isso é sangue?
That's not good. That's... Where did I get this? What did I do?
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus. Find the way to calm down.
Vermelhão fica difícil pra caramba enxergar. Olha, como
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Desejar a porta certa. Acho que é a do segundo lado. Não tô explicado, velho.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there.
Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately.
Get far away. Don't think. Just go. Hide. It's never happened. If I run, I'll keep running. I need to face what happened. Answers.
Que merda, hein?
Get far away. Hide. It's never happened. If I run, I'll keep running.
Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers. I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there.
The squeaky nail gets hammered down. maybe don't play lone wolf detective.
I can poke around without making waves. Mostly. It used to be my job.
You're great at finding facts. Not quite so good at blending in.
I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head.
It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Eu acabei nem mexendo na torneira, né? Eu achei que...
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea?
Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved.
I don't know if he'll see it that way.
I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Tá, então bora procurar respostas. Quem que eu matei?
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt. Ethan and his parents. And I'm guessing that's his sister. He always thought they'd run the bar together. I remember seeing this before. A long time ago.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened. I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass? Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
Jogar é a mais, hein? Pô, é sério isso?
These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
They might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Pois é, nessa mesa aqui tava bobão, né?
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
E aí, eu tô processando. E não acontece nada. Sobrou jogar, vamos jogar? Não boto fé nisso aqui, velho. Vamos lá, vai. Agora sou eu, né? Pegar uma vezinha só. Sou bom demais, né? Fala sério. Cara, esse jogo é muito viciante pra época, né? Ah, adaptei do resto.
I finally beat Nick's high score. Wish he were here to take it back.
Bati um recorde. Tá, falta alguma coisa. Algo que eu não tô vendo. E esse pegou? Tem uma ideia? Tem um ícone piscando ali. Será que eu tenho que apertar? Descubra o que aconteceu. Pô, velho, e aí, tem uma noção? Beleza, vamos lá, vai. Tem mais nada aqui, né? Ah, tem uma lembrança. que achar mais alguma coisa. Que é provavelmente a última pista. Eu não sei o que fazer com aquele ícone ali em cima, não encontrei botão nenhum. Nem posso sair de novo. Descubra o que aconteceu. Ah, uma historinha. Vamos ler. Legal. E aí, mano? Alguma ideia aí? Estou perdidinho também. Líquido nada. Banco nada, mesa nada. Olha, isso aqui pra mim é sangue, velho. Mas ele não viu.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Ok. Nada ali. Será que é no quarto, né? Sai pela frente, tá nem aí. Não. Eu tava sentadinho aqui, né? Na minha. Alguém sentou do meu lado pra beber. Jukebox é movida. Estranho. Aqui, achei.
What knocked this clock off the pillar?
It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
Ah, valeu. Mais evidências.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
Será que isso já é o suficiente? Foi o Hugh, então. Mais evidências.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me. The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on.
DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened?
Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked.
Caraca, ainda tem mais coisa, mano. Que isso, velho. O cara é investigador da poste, hein? Eu nem sei mais o que olhar. Otaku. Otaku. Não, nada. Não. Nossa, fala isso, tá? Não. Taco de beisebol. Nada nem nele. Tem mais alguma coisa. Tem como acionar em 2 minutos. Pra cá não é, não tem muita coisa aqui. Sim, mas aqui, talvez aqui eu não mexi direito. Não tem nada. As fotos do carro. A bateria. Isso aqui é meio suspeito ter sido movido. O boné do Joe. As pistas aparecem só depois que eu acho
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
Agora sim, ó. O azulzinho. E aí?
I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through.
Vamos lá pro palácio.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways.
I have to think it through. Find out what really happened.
My memory ends here. But there's 2 glasses. Who was here with me? I was drinking on my own when someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was. Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it. jukebox is not in the same place. Maybe it was involved in the fight somehow. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few.
Uma boa hipótese. Só que não explica aquilo destruído, por exemplo.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
Ah.
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here. Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
Eu acho que eu só errei essa parte da jukebox. Eu acho que ela foi depois. Aqui.
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Bateu aqui, a gente foi pro palco. Grisou aqui. Pra lá. Não? Não parece certo.
This doesn't fit with the thing I found.
Isso não encaixa, porque não é, no caso, não foi o Joel. Se foi aqui.
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up. I have the complete picture now.
Olha lá.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex.
Nossa, velho, tá explicado porque eu bati.
And who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch?
Don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at
Ah, boa.
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him.
You think it's him?
I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night. You trashed up his bar and then broke in.
I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
Uma e 43, acho que deu, né? Bastante já. Deu pra ter uma noção de como que é o jogo. O BO que eu tô envolvido já. Isso vai muito mais fundo, com certeza. Os caras conseguem transformar, tipo, qualquer ceninha simples, tipo, um fim de noite no bar, em um mistério. Ponto positivo.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration.
Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that.
Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? Ask around, see if anyone's seen Dennis today. Maybe see if anything jogs my memory. I've heard worse plans.
Quem é esse cara? Bom, vou parar por aqui. É isso. Boa noite aí, mano. Um abraço.
Basswood's small. If Dennis came through Main Street, someone saw him.